Don't lose your spark. Don't lose the thing that fuels you at the end of the day. Don't let your job take away what you have within you. It's a lot easier said than done. I will fully admit that. But when you know that you still remain that tiny little bit of ember within you, that is enough to get you through the day. That is enough because you are enough. You don't need to necessarily be satisfied or feel passionate about what you do. But as long as that you remain within yourself, that you are still holding on to yourself, that's all that matters. Even if you feel like a shell of who you are and who you truly know, continue. Find the things that fuel you. Find the things that you love to do after your 9 to 5, before your 9 to 5. Because that's what makes you you. That is how you stay yourself. Even if you might feel like a little bit, just like 1% of how you wish you would feel. Keep the little bit of ember going within you. We can lose ourselves so easily. We can become so negative. We can become so bitter. Because the things that we have to constantly do, even though we don't want to, it definitely does come down to mindset of you making the best out of every single opportunity, you making it a learning experience. Not every single day is going to be amazing. Not every single thing that you go through is going to be extraordinarily enjoyable. But the things you do besides that, the things you do beyond that, is what makes your character grow stronger. It makes you be a better rather than bitter person. And I think that just as a reminder to myself that I still need to find ways to find joy and love and happiness within it, within my current internship. Not that I don't like it, not that it's hard, but it's not what sets me on fire. It's not what keeps me up at night in the good way, thinking. And I think when we realize different ways that we can enjoy ourselves, that we can still have small bits of pockets of peace, that's when we can get through hard times. That's when we know that we've made it. Because for so long, for so often, you don't feel like you've made it. You just feel like you're living day by day, trying to struggle to get through. But when you know there's light at the end of the tunnel, even if you don't see it, you have to know that it's there. You have to know internally that hope is still there. And you find those pieces of hope through fueling yourself with things that you love, whether it's reading, painting, calling your friends, going to the mall shopping, like cooking, baking, poetry, knitting, embroidering, stitching, thrifting. So many good things that you could do, that you could experience. Because you look outside of your job. Your job is your job. Your job is not you. I was on the phone call with somebody yesterday and I was like, yeah, I don't think the lab work is really for me. I think being a translator would be really cool to explain to business companies that what's going on. And this lady told me, she's like, I want you to remember that you are Emma. You're not Emma the researcher. You're not Emma the chemist. That there's a world beyond my current self. There's a world that I don't know, that I haven't experienced yet. And that is when you can find your spark, when you realize that, yes, your day might suck. Yes, you might be in a terrible mood all day because you're at work. It's okay. Not every day is going to be a good day. Not every week's going to be a good week. But you can control what you have to do outside of work. You can control that. You can control what you do beyond the workplace that brings you joy, that brings you life, that brings you happiness. It might not be easy and it might not be the most enjoyable thing, but if you're willing to work hard to do things that you enjoy, then it'll pay off. So, I want to leave you like this, like usual. Find ways to keep that little ember of who you are alive. Find it. Because working a job and then disliking the life outside of your job is tough. It's rough. But if you can find a way to maybe still disenjoy your job, but find ways to enjoy the outside part of your 9 to 5, that is when you can keep that spark alive. Because you never know what's around the corner. You never know what's there to be able to maybe relight that little ember that you kept burning, even when you didn't want to. Food for thought.